So should big business and Wall Street be worried that they're disliked by both sides, the left and the right, in this presidential run? Andrew Friedman is principal at The Washington Update, and he joins us now to discuss what this will ultimately mean for business. Mr. Friedman, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thanks, Tyler.
You know, the primary season is a time for hot rhetoric. Would any of these candidates really follow through or be able to follow through on some of the business whacking that they've campaigned on?
I think the answer to that, Tyler, is largely no. I think Clinton is more pragmatic than she's been showing. And regardless of that, I agree we're going to have a Republican House of Representatives. I think the Senate will go the same way as the White House, but the Republicans will be in the House. So I don't really see how she would be able to implement the kind of agenda that would make businesses nervous. So I don't think on her side there's that great an issue that something gets done. Trump, he's a populist, he's a progressive, but he's certainly not anti-business. So again, I don't see him doing something that roils the markets as far as business is concerned.
Doesn't it come down to control of Congress, no matter who wins?
Yes, I think it does, particularly the House. Again, I think the Senate goes where the White House goes. But you get a Clinton and you get a Republican House, we're just going to see a repeat of what we've had the last 8 years. I think there's going to be disagreement, and we get to a deadline, and we have a short-term fix, and we kick the can down the road. Trump, if he's president, or any Republican, is going to have a friendly Congress. But again, you wonder how much he desires making changes in business. I think the issue with both of them are the fiscal issues. I think, again, with Clinton, you don't get a lot done. She'll want to raise taxes. She'll want to increase entitlement programs and other sort of domestic programs. But that'll never get through the House, so we'll compromise. With Trump, the issue is we might see big tax decreases. We might see an increase in military spending. We will see an increase in Social Security and Medicare just because people are aging. That's going to buoy the markets for a while. But down the road, particularly if you've lessened restrictions on Wall Street, do you end up with a George Bush kind of situation? Do you follow the arc of the George Bush presidency? Stimulus at the end, stimulus at the beginning, problems at the end, as this all comes home to roost. I think that's the big issue long term with a Trump presidency.
Very quickly, Andy, is business more comfortable with the idea of gridlock and deadlock in Washington than it would be with a clear path for either party?
Yes. I think particularly with a Trump. With a Clinton, you have that deadlock. You have small deals that are made at the last minute. With Trump, he's so unpredictable, and markets just don't like that. So I think markets would struggle with a Trump, particularly with a Republican Congress that can't stop him very well. I think that's a bigger issue.
Andy, we'll see you many times between now and November, I'm sure. Andrew Friedman with The Washington Update.
Take care.